Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Charlotte Hornets. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. And for Washington, they've got G, Stone out there with Shake and Bake. Then there's Baller, and it's White in at the 2 spot. Well, Clark, as always, we saw some movement at the trade deadline. Now those teams are trying to incorporate new players, while at the same time trying to make a championship push.
And we know, Kevin, these players were brought in to help them reach that goal, but along the way there will be growing pains. I think it's inevitable. They don't have a lot of time to get them up to speed, so we'll see how it plays out.
Here's Baller. To the inside. Here's Gallardo, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's James. Pass to Wilson. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Baller passes to Shaken. There's the pick. Here's G. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Outside Wilson. Shot from the top of the key. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
G kicks to Stone. On the 3 off target. Wilson the pass to James. Back to Wilson. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Ball. And it goes down 2 points. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. James against White. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by G. Here's Baller, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to James. There's the pick. Poked away. The Wizards with the lead. Baller passes to G. Wizards passing it around. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Wilson. Goes up on the high post. And no good. And Washington the other way now. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And it really was a difficult game for them in that previous matchup. Fortunately, they were able to just knock down their free throws down the stretch.
We've talked about it so many times. Free throws such a big part of the recipe for winning. I mean, that can be the difference. Nobody's guarding you. It's just you and your routine and the rim. And they got the job done at the line.
And here are the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Makes it off the glass. Wilson's got 6 points.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
The pass to Shakin. Here's the screen to the middle. Now Wilson. He's got 6. At the elbow, it's James. From 12 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. It's all knotted up.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Shake and Bake. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Here's Gallardo. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. G's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside Wilson. Shake and Bake grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And they're on the break. With the fadeaway. Rebound, Washington.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Kicks it to G. Dishes to White. They set the pick. Passes it to G. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Washington.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
That free throw good from G. Here's Wilson. He's coming off a 37-point game against Orlando.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
One-on-one here. Here's Shake and Bake, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to James. Shot to stop the run, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, James. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Baller. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland. Stone passes to Baller. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Wilson. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Wilson's got 8 points.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
White dishes to G. White the pass to G.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
The Wizards have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And the first one at the line is good. Washington making some changes. Hachimura comes in for Shake and Bake. And Barton subbed in for Baller. Charlotte making a switch here. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. To the right side. Pass to Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Washington leading now by 5. Here's Stone. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland. Barton surveying the floor. Jacks up a three. No good that time. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
Will Barton does a little bit of everything out there. He's a consistent double-figure scorer, high-energy performer. He defends pretty well, makes plays for others, and can knock down threes. Can't ask for a lot more than that.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
G kicks to Stone. And the pass to G. The 8-footer. And the jumper falls for him. G's got 12 in the game.
And as a versatile wing, Barton is a valuable commodity in the NBA.
He is what I like to call a stat sheet stuffer, Greg. You've heard that one before. A bunch to like in his game, and he'll do whatever it takes to help his team win.
Good work there as it goes.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
White dishes to Stone. They set the screen. He feeds it to G. Plumlee with the steal. Oubre outside. Passes it to Wilson. The dish to Plumlee. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by White. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And G with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
There's a screen by Washington. Fires the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's White. Behind the back and lays it in.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Avdia comes in for Stone. Smith checked in for Charlotte. Here's Oubre. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Wilson. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Barton. Hachimura setting the pick for Barton. Six to shoot. Tipped away. White against Smith. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. In second, the Hornets.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
He kicks it to Plumlee. He dishes it to Oubre. And the shot is good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's White. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Cleveland.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Barton, no luck. The Hornets trail. Washington inside. They get a hand on it. Here's Smith. And the rejection by Gafford. White finds Hachimura. Avdia with a screen for Hachimura. Smith against Barton. The pass to Avdia. Now here is Hachimura. And another miss by Washington.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot by Wilson, no good. Here's Washington. Avdia, the pass to Barton. Offered a screen on Smith. Barton from outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Wizards leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Pass to James. A 3-ball. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him. Wizards on D. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And they're in the top 10 in field goal percentage. They know when to push the action and when to pull it back.
And with that steals ranking you talked about, Greg, their defense has been a major strength for them. I mean, they cause all sorts of headaches for their opponents. Baller passes to Gafford. Kicks to Avdia. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Oubre, good.
Assist from
Washington shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Baller passes to Barton. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Smith with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Oubre can't get it to go. There's the lob to the hoop. And Gafford throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now, here is Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Barton. Here's Baller. Back to Barton. Here's Baller. Pass to Avdia. Off target from outside. James against Barton. Oubre outside. Down low. Stolen away. Here's shake and bake. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Wizards have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he can't get the first one. And Washington making a change here. Stone's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Hornets trail by 5. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Oubre outside. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Shake and bake grabs the miss. Shake and bake's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Great open look there. Barton's got the lead up to 8 now for Washington.
After a bunch of hard work, Barton has become a decent threat from deep. Got to watch out for him now.
To the paint. Can they get it? He lays it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Here's shake and bake. He's got 5. Baller, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Hornets trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
4-3, Oubre. Washington with the rebound.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Oubre with the steal. Out to the wing. They set the pick. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Shake and bake passes to Barton. Count that one. And now a 10-point Wizards lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's James. 17 points for him last game against Orlando.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here's Gafford. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. White, he's checked in for Barton.
Second team foul. At the line for Washington, Daniel Gafford. One shot.
And with the play-in tournament, single-game elimination comes to the NBA, Clark. It brings tremendous ratings in the college game. And it's good to see it, I think, here in the pros.
I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Absolutely. I mean, the midseason tournament might also have that same kind of appeal. I think those high stakes really make for compelling, dramatic viewing.
G's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Shot clock at 6. To end the run. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Hornets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Washington with the ball. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Hornets trail by 11. The shot, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it. What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking them to school right there.
Washington shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards.
At the line for the Wizards. At the line for what? That free throw good from G.
Hornets trail by 14. There's a screen by Washington. Here's Wilson. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Baller passes to Stone. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now the pass to Wilson. Fades away. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Hachimura setting the pick for White. Lets it go with the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Hachimura's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. James against White. Here's the floater. And James with the nice bucket inside.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
They set the pick. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And, you know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
The Wizards have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
At the line for Washington, number 21. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Hornets trail by 13. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Wilson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Wilson's got 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
For Washington, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. Here's James. He has 7. Got a piece of it. And stolen by White. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Plumlee with the steal. Passes to Wilson. Pass to Washington. Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Hornets making a change here. Smith has checked in. Here's Baller. He's got 6. He kicks to Stone. Outside, White. Clock at 6. There's a good screen. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Wilson inside. On the money from 12 feet away. Wilson's got 8 here in the quarter. Washington leading now by 10. Pass to G. To the middle. And it's G finishing it off.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Washington kicks to Smith. Lets it fly from 18. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
White setting the pick for Hatchimer. Here's Stone. He's covered by Washington. James against White. There's the pass to Ball. And again, Washington with the triple.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now here's Wilson. He started close. Chalk up 2 there. Wilson's got 20 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Baller. Here's Gallardo. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Wilson. 20 points for him. Passes it to Washington. Oh, good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Baller passes to White. Inside. And it's G finishing it off.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Now here is Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Here's Stone. And so we wrap up the first half. Wizards lead by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, the best way that they can get back into this game is to show up there rebounding. They need to prevent second chance points and fight. I mean, fight to get their own. If they can do that, this game's still within reach.
Let's turn our attention to the dunk contest and see who's competing for a spot this year.
I like that we're finally getting into it. There's been a lot of talk. Now let's get to the action.
Man, plenty of anticipation around the dunk contest every year. The fans love it. I love it. So let's go.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
G is out there with Shake and Bake. Then there's Baller. And there's Captain Clutch. And it's White in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Here's Wilson. following the bucket by the Wizards. And that one drops for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Wilson. It's deflected, and he recovers it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Shake and Bake. Shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass the ball. There's the screen. Here's G. A beautiful reverse layup. G's got 26.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's intercepted. White looking around. Pass to Bowler. From outside, off the mark.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
White dishes to Stone. And there's the pass to Baller. 6 on the shot clock. They swipe it. James outside. Passes it to Wilson. There's a screen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Hornets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
The first one falls. So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for G. Avdia comes in for Stone. And Barton subbed in for Ball. The Hornets also with a sub. Oubre's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. So timeout called here. The first for Washington. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Washington leading now by 14. White the pass to Shake and Bake. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Shake and Bake's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
4-3, Oubre. They grabbed their own miss. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. White with the double team. Kicks it to Oubre. And again, the Hornets missing.
They have been bored dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Gafford throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Oubre. He has 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by White. Pass to Barton. White setting the pick for Barton. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Wilson. 22 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. And it's White with the rebound. Wizards leading by 18. He kicks it to Avdia. Pass to Shake and Bake. They set the pick. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target. Avdia's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Wilson. They need this one, and he gets it to go.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
The pass to Shaken. Back to White. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's the screen. To the wing right side. For 3, Oubre. Shake and Bake grabs the miss. Shake and Bake's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Shake and Bake. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now, here's Gafford. He's got 11. Screen by Gafford. Here's Shake and Bake. They get the rebound. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Passes it to Plumlee. In the corner, it's Oubre. Smith outside. Rebounded by Gafford.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Oubre passes to Plumlee. Dishes it to Smith. That's tipped.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Now here's White. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Back to Gafford. Plumlee with some nice D. Charlotte shooting 43% from the field. Barton against Smith. Now the dish to Oubre. From the top of the key. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Smith surveying the D to the wing on the left. Pass to Oubre. There's a good screen. Tries again, and the layup is good. He has 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Gafford. He's got 14. Throws it up high, and Gafford throws it down.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And Plumlee kicks to Smith. Plumlee sets the pick for Smith. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Gafford finds Barton. Hachimura setting the pick for Barton. From the arc, hands it from downtown. Hachimura's got his second basket of the night.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now, here's Oubre. He has 6. Plumlee with a screen on Barton. Here's Oubre. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Avdia. He's tightly guarded. Here's White. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Plumlee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And he makes good on the layup. Oubre's got 8.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
White the pass to Barton. White setting the pick for Barton. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Pass to Oubre. The 3. No good there. Now Washington takes it the other way.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Dennis Smith. For Washington, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. So for the Wizards, G's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Stone comes in for Avdia. And it's Baller in for Barton. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Washington with this screen on White. Oubre. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Washington ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, Dennis Smith is out there with Cody Martin. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Richards in at the center. Now McDaniels. Smith with it. Now the pass to McDaniels. Drills it from outside.
Jalen McDaniels.
McDaniels got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Pass to Hachimura. Hachimura with a screen on Martin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that. But you go ahead and do it. And that one falls for Hachimura. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe.
Here in the second half, their free throw shooting percentage has definitely improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Wilson against Hachimura. On the wing, James. Tries from 16. Rebound, Washington.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's shake and bake. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Wilson from deep Washington. Rebound, Washington. Hachimura's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Ball. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The kick out to Barton. Here's the 3. It's Barton on the wing. Hachimura setting the pick for Barton. Back to Hachimura. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Wizards making a switch here. Diaz checked in. Bouknight, he's checked in for Charlotte. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Washington passes to Bouknight. Outside Wilson. James outside. Back to Wilson. Here's Bouknight. No good from outside. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Baller passes to Shake and Bake. Inside, Gallardo, and G with the stuff.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now here's Wilson. He's covered closely. Washington sets the pick for James. Over in the corner, Washington. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Here's Baller. Shake and bake passes to G. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
He's off on the first. Stones checked in for Avdia. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Wilson. James outside. Here's Wilson. That one good for 2. Wilson's got 4 this quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Stone. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Outside Wilson from deep. And it's the Hornets another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Shake and Bake.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Well, as we know, it's here to stay, but people continue to voice their opinion on the play-in tournament format. Where do you fall?
I like it, Kevin. I really do. It's creative. It's innovative. It adds a level of excitement, that do-or-die feel that you sometimes don't get unless it's a Game 7 in the NBA playoffs. I really think it's a good add-on.
Washington leading now by 21. The pass to Ball. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot missing. Hornets trail by 21. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Wilson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Whitey's checked in for the Wizards. So he gets them both. And Washington has possession. They have a 19-point lead. Baller pass to Shaken to the middle. That one's good by G. G's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Shot's good by Wilson.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Here's Baller. Shake and bake passes to G, and it's G finishing it off.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander.
Max Force, throw that.
Now here's Wilson. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Here's Baller. Passes to Shaken. Down low. Another steal. Outside Wilson. 5 to shoot. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Baller. Knocks it loose. Kicks it to G. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Plumlee, he's checked in for Charlotte.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from G. And G drops them both. And here's Wilson. Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 18. James outside. Pass to Plumlee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And it's White missing. Hornets trail by 18. Now Wilson. Over G. And the Hornets miss again. The Wizards have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Pass to Shake and Bake. Plumlee with the steal. A floater, and he sinks the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Baller. To the paint. Here's Gallardo. Good. Nice job down low. G's got 37.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Wilson. Six on the shot clock. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him, and he gets it back. And there's another one for the Hornets. Washington leading now by 16. Here's Baller, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal.
It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Fourth team foul. At the line for Washington, number 21, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Outside Wilson. Down low. The shot's good from Plumlee.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Baller pass to Shake and Bake. There's the pick to the inside. And that one's good by G. G's got 39.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Wilson. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Clock at 4. Gallardo, and it's G finishing it off.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for Washington.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
Yeah, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for G.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Here's Baller. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, G.